The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q 101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Baseball season has officially started in Chicago. It's the opening day broadcast with Brian and Kenzie, live from Almost Home Tavern and Grill in Chicago.
Q 101.
Let's go!
That was fun.
How about that? That was
I
very
didn't know
fun.
we were going to have a little sweeper.
Yeah, we had little sweepers going on.
I like it.
Cubs opening day, the home opener. Let's go! This is the beginning of 4 hours of joyousness. As we are at Almost Home, we're just north of Wrigley Field, just north of the Metro, Almost Home Bar and Grill. The staff got here early. I don't think they went home, actually. I think the bar owners were working last night, and then they just stayed here and get ready for a party for you guys. So here's what's going on. We're here 6 to 10. We have incredible A-level concert tickets every 15 minutes. Stop on by over here. Even if you're not going to the game for the home opener, we have all the free stuff in the world for you, including breakfast right now, so stop on by. We'll get more on the game in a second, but first, let's give a nice, warm welcome. Kenzie is back. Let's
A little chilly for my first day, you know. A little chilly.
Sorry we couldn't control the weather for the home
I'm
opener.
annoyed about the whole thing, but it's fine.
It's shocking that in the first 5 seconds you're annoyed about something.
But here I am.
Here you are. That's right. I mean, it's not the worst opening day weather ever. I mean, I've been to somewhere it's been like 17 degrees and snowing.
My worst opening day weather was we did the opening day right after COVID, like the first opening day. I mean, some would argue it was still COVID, but I'm not here to take a political stance on the thing.
Also,
but
some might say the COVID was worse than the opening day.
I don't want to make a whole thing about it.
Sure.
But it was when there was limited capacity of the game.
Yes.
So it was, you don't realize how much body heat helps at these games until there's no one next to you because of the
Social distancing, as they called it.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I put my legs up on my husband because the stone on the ground is what's like really cold.
Wait, this is a family show here.
He wishes that's not what was going on. So
That's probably his dream at Wrigley Field.
I know.
Oh my God.
So my wife put her legs up on my shoulders. There
9 months later.
we had friends who hooked up in the 1914 club.
Okay.
They went into like one of the family bathrooms, and it wasn't us, but they did that. And I have never and now I get so many requests for that. I'm like, what if we get kicked out?
Did they mistake that for the making a family bathroom? Boom!
They did then have a baby.
That's wild.
I know.
That's a beautiful club, by the way.
It is beautiful, and it's kind of like not that loud in there though. So I'm surprised that they were able to get away with that.
Yeah, that's a little, well, good for them.
I just don't know how you get. I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
But
well, we're so happy you're back.
Thank you.
First,
I'm excited to be here.
Stop on by and say hi to Kenzie. Her baby's out front helping park cars, so Marina's out front.
But if you do hear like lullabies, it's me checking the baby monitor. So if you casually hear a lullaby in the background, you're not going insane.
Which looking at a baby monitor scares Case because it looks like Paranormal Activity. If anybody has a kid and you have those black and white baby monitors, it scares them.
Wait. I have to ask you this because I see orbs on the baby monitor all the time.
Okay, that's not normal.
I swear, I was really hoping you'd be like, yeah, because and I keep looking it up, and people are like, maybe it's dust, and I'm like, but maybe it's not.
No, maybe
and it's freaking me out because they say that dust is slow on a baby monitor, and these just zoom by, and there's an aggressive amount of them.
Who says they go slow on the baby monitor? The Illuminati says
They're like, dust is slow moving. I'm like, what if it's going about 90 miles an hour?
Yeah.
It's so, if I pull it up right now, I recorded some orbs.
Well, I want to see them.
Do you want to see it?
Well,
Because I'm freaked out.
first we'll get some breakfast.
Okay.
And remember, we're almost home right here on the corner of Clark and Grace in the shadow of the friendly confines. It is the spot to come for the game beforehand. Like I said, the weather, who knows what's going to happen, so come here and party and all day until then.
Well, because it's warm in here.
It's beautiful in here.
Yeah, this feels great.
There's free breakfast. And also, like I said, we'll have tons of free concert tickets. We have a major concert announcement coming up at 7.
That's right.
We have a lot. I mean,
Oh, what is it?
and that's our cue to go to break. Live from Almost Home, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show
On Q101.
started. Brian and Kenzie live from Almost Home Tavern and Grill in Chicago. It's opening day.
Q101.
Let's go. It is opening day indeed. Here in Wrigleyville, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're at Almost Home. So this is the bar you need to be at right now. You can stop by anytime between now and, well, you know what, even during the game. Come watch the game here, even if you don't have tickets. It's the best place to do it. So stop on by at Clark and Grace. We're in the shadow of the friendly confines with Fall Out Boy playing right there. Remember, they were the loudest band in the history to play Wrigley Field.
Oh my gosh, the best concert at Wrigley Field ever. I loved that concert.
Kenzie does not stop talking about how the windows were rattling across the street. This bar, the windows are probably rattling, and that's what happened.
You probably feel the fire here. I loved being warm at a concert so much because it's so much fire.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
I was a big fan.
They had fire coming out of Pete Wentz's bass, which I had
Yeah.
never seen before.
Pretty cool.
That was fantastic.
Like, he's already hot, and then I'm like, oh my God. I'm like super into that.
I was going to say the same thing. He's already hot,
I
so
know.
make it hotter. So Almost Home, we have concert ticket giveaways every half hour. Like we have things like 21 Pilots, we have Bonnaroo tickets.
I was going to say, I always ruin surprises. Am I allowed to say some things that we have?
Okay, I'm turning one over. Don't say that one. That's for 7.
Okay, can I say, okay, I'll just ask you live. Can I say that we're giving away tickets to the game today if you don't have them?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's too late, so there you go.
I didn't know how to do that.
But we are saying all the ticket giveaways are in-house here at Almost Home Bar and Tavern. So stop by here and get them here. That's why I want you to hang out. We want to hang out with
yeah,
you.
so if you don't have tickets for today's game,
Yes.
you can come here, watch the game, but also maybe win tickets to the game.
How about that?
Fun.
And you can also win 21 Pilots tickets or
Ew,
Bonnaroo or
I
whatever.
love 21
Green Day
Pilots.
Smashing Pumpkins will be at Wrigley Field. We're also giving away those tickets today.
Nice.
Yeah.
What else you got, Case?
A bunch of All-Time Low, Burt Kreischer, Stone Temple Pilots, all the stars, baby.
Why'd you sound like we're on the Johnny Carson show for a second?
I dip into Carson every now and then.
All the stars, baby. All right, coming up here with a fact that makes your brain go. The amount of people in Chicago that think they can kick a bear's ass is coming up
Like
here.
a Chicago Bear?
No, like not a player, but an actual bear.
It would have been good if you picked a sports fact than anything.
I think I could have kicked Justin Fields' ass. It's too bad he's gone.
We'll never know now.
We'll never know.
Not Tyson Bagent, though. That guy, not him.
No, he drinks full throttle every morning for breakfast. He's a tough guy.
Just
What about when Khalil Mack was here? Do you think you could have beat him up?
I think I could outrun him.
You think you can outrun everybody?
Because when I'm scared, I get this extra gear.
But I've never seen you run to
I know.
anything.
It's funny. Case saw me run last week for a minute. Remember it was raining on the way to the car?
Oh, that was weird.
It was like this weird shuffle.
His body's not built to run.
No,
It's
not-
really uncomfortable.
You know how some people run at the same speed they walk? Because they just pick their knees up a little more. That's like Brian's run.
It's like that EDM shuffle dance where you don't move. You
Oh,
ever see those
yeah,
girls? You ever see
yeah,
those
yeah.
girls do that dance? It's kind of just move your lip. Yeah, that was me running. So to answer your question, I could not outrun Khalil
No, I
Mack,
know.
probably.
I'm aware.
But coming up here in just about 6 minutes, we'll have that for you. The fact that makes your brain go with Brian and Kenzie live at Almost Home Bar and Grill. Cubs opening day. Let's go.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Baseball season has officially started in Chicago. It's the opening day broadcast with Brian and Kenzie, live from Almost Home Tavern and Grill in Chicago.
Q101.
Oh, this feels so good to be here at Cubs home opener happening today. Yeah. Finally here. Don't talk about the Bulls anymore for a minute. Jeez.
Woo! Well, they won last night.
Way to just try to bring up something negative. How how Brian is that? Like, we're all happy, and he's like, well, you know what would have sucked?
Listen, the home opener, I'm so happy for today. And come on down, Almost Home Tavern, and we have tickets for the game today. So we're at Clark and Grace, just in the shadow of the friendly confines, just north of the Metro. That helps a lot of our listeners gauge it, too, as you stumbled home from shows there
Yes, I
north.
always understand when someone tells me to just go north or south
Go
or
north.
east or west.
Yeah.
Well, go to the Metro, because I got to say, we can see the sun rising over the Metro right now, almost making me emotional. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like Chicago henge.
Yeah.
Or the Wrigley henge.
Yeah.
Do you mean because, like, if someone's going to mug you, you can see it now?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
That's
nice.
exactly what I mean.
Daylight's, it makes you feel safe.
The streets are pretty light. It's pretty light out.
Yeah, it's safe now.
It's nice.
If you were nervous earlier, now's the time to come.
Well, I let him out of the car, and there were people walking on the street, 4 in the morning, and he goes, "Oh, those are Wrigley Field employees, so we're safe. We're
Yeah,
safe.
no,
Those
we're good.
people, that's
I
fine."
can take those people.
So, okay.
You can't.
I show up to the broadcast today, right? And I had to pump in the car before I did it.
That's hot.
And I get...
Hey, yo, my man.
Heyo. And then I get out of the car and scream because Case is just standing in the dark behind me.
Yeah.
In my defense,
Uh-huh.
you took longer to pump than expected, and I wasn't sure if
How
I should.
how fast should I pump? In your expertise and experience,
It's
how
not-
long should it take?
It's not that you went too slow. It's that you went slower than I expected.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't sure if I should alert you that I'm behind you or if you should find out the hard way.
You're lucky that I didn't drop my milk. I would have kicked your ass.
Also, I'm just curious at this point now. We have a fact we're going to read about how many people in Chicago think they can kick the ass of a bear. But this might be more interesting is what Case thinks the amount of time it takes to pump
It's not.
breast milk.
She didn't do anything
No,
wrong.
don't. I don't want opinion right here.
No, be honest.
I want how long you think it takes.
Well, okay, how much are you pumping? What's like the measurement?
Well, you can't. You don't know.
I didn't know if you were doing like a quart.
My boobs aren't see-through. I don't know like what's gonna happen until it happens.
Just how long do you think?
A quart?
A liter? I don't know.
my
I don't think you're
God.
pumping gallons over here.
He looks like a Mountain Dew 2-liter and thinks you fill that.
Are you pumping Mountain Dew? Because we got to
No,
talk after the
no.
show.
Stay away from me.
By the way, certainly a good hack. Little splash of breast milk in a Mountain Dew makes it much smoother.
Is that right?
I want to go home.
I don't blame you.
I want to stay and talk about this one.
no.
You still haven't given me an answer. How long do you think it takes for her to pump?
But I'm confused as to how much she's pumping. Is it just until
Just
the well
give me-
runs dry?
Yes.
Okay. All right, it probably takes you, I would say, 90 seconds.
Good Lord.
You just loop that thing up. It's like a hose in the summer.
It's like 20 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90 seconds?
Being a mother seems
It's
hard.
not a squirt gun.
Wouldn't that be amazing? It was like the Nerf Super Soaker 3000.
And it was just coming off of Kenzie's body? Yeah, that
just-
would be amazing.
You just go,
I want to go home.
no, you're staying. Welcome back, Kenzie. Welcome back, everybody. Yay. All right, so by the way, we might as well get that fact out there. That was a better, probably interesting fact. But 6% of Chicagoans think they can kick a bear's ass. 6%. Now, first off, bears are really fast.
Yeah.
They're really big and strong. They have big teeth. And you're supposed to stand still if you see a bear. That's allegedly what you're supposed to do. Because then they go by you. They just ignore you. They think you're like a tree or something like that.
That's not why. They just aren't threatened.
Oh, is that what it is?
Right. So you don't want to get aggressive and like
But-
don't make eye contact.
Wait, but running away is aggressive?
well,
I think
no,
it's
because
the most
then it's like,
passive
well,
thing
that
you
was
can
like
do.
fun. And now they want to play. You can't do that.
All of a sudden, I'm chasing for my meal.
Some you have to just fight, no matter what.
Bears?
Yeah. They're different. Like I think grizzlies you have to fight. Like
Yeah.
black bears you can hope that they walk away. Grizzlies are like it's game time if they meet you.
They're like, we're fighting, so
Yeah.
they take their shirt off right away and they go, we're going. I find that fascinating. People think they can do that. Like, for example, 72% of
Why?
people
You
think,
thought you could beat a buck?
oh, I can get a buck. Because they have,
Okay.
But I think I could get a bear.
why? How?
Because I'm tough. I'm strong. I'm
Sure.
fit. How many people at Almost Home think they could beat up a bear?
Okay.
Okay, Ray, let's go over something. If we ask you a question, don't raise your hand. We're on the radio. That is not how you participate today.
We're going to try it one more time. Make some noise if you
Good
think you can beat
Lord.
up a bear.
It was 4
That's
people.
about 6%.
It really was. I guess those stats
That's
are
accurate.
pretty accurate.
Oh my
pretty good.
God.
All right.
You think you could beat up a bear?
No, I don't think I can beat up a bear, but I could take a buck because the horns. I know I could grab it, get him to the ground, and kind of give a foot stomp to him. And
Some may say bucks come with shanks, which would make it harder.
True, but you don't know how I'm slow lower body, but fast upper body.
That doesn't work.
Wait, what does that mean?
It's my hands. These are like weapons.
Cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. I did Muay Thai for 4 years. I got punching hands.
That sounds like an order. You did what? Muay Thai?
Kickboxing. Kickboxing. And I ate lo mein while I did it. So that's why I'm henceforth not fast on the lower body anymore.
You did kickboxing?
Yeah. Watch this kick. Wait a minute. Let me try this kick.
Oh my goodness, Brian got his
See
foot
that
above his
kick?
waist.
It wasn't fast.
I think I got to go see what the guy that saw Justin Steele now. I think I pulled my hammy. All right. Well, there you go. There's a fact that makes your brain go with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 live from the Cubs home opener at Almost Home Tavern and Bar and Grill. Stop on by.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Broadcasting live from Almost Home Tavern and Grill in Chicago. It's opening day with Brian and Kenzie.
Q101.
That didn't
I'm
look
sorry.
right.
So there's a shoulder shimmy dance that people can do, and I don't know why I can't do it, but Kenzie just did it during that little little intro thing there, and then I tried to do it. It really didn't look good.
It looks like you're doing the chicken dance when
I'm
you
like,
do it.
"Yeah." Why can't I move like that?
I don't. That's something you got to ask your mama. That's not my problem.
It's Brian and Kenzie live from Almost Home. Cubs opening day. Let's go, Cubbies! Come on out. We have major concert tickets like 21 Pilots, Green Day, Pumpkins at Wrigley Field, by the way. Every half hour in the bar. You got to be here to win. Come over to Almost Home. Clark and Grace in the shadows of the friendly confines. Getting ready for the game today. We'll do sports coming up here in about 10 minutes. Talk about everything happened with the Cubs over the weekend. Going forward, all the basketball, everything. And then we have a major concert announcement coming up here at 7 as well.
Which is,
You've been back for like 45 minutes. You just want to ruin everything right off the bat.
I don't want to ruin it. I want to tell people.
This is why we don't
I
give.
think that's fun.
Kenzie's back today for the first time in her maternity leave. Yeah, I know. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
And she's ready to already to just give it. That's why we can't give her information because she just wants to get it on the air.
Because I love the people.
Yeah, you're a woman of the people.
I know.
So blue collar of you.
Yeah.
I know.
She's a lunch pail girl.
Exactly.
That's
First
right.
in the gym, last to leave.
Okay.
She's scrappy.
She has a high
Well,
motor.
that's true.
So coming up, we'll have all that stuff coming up in a minute. But I wanted to revisit a conversation we had last week that mentioned that a woman with her husband, we talked about communication is key in a relationship. Don't you agree, Kenzie?
Yeah, I talk a lot in my relationship.
Does he get to talk at all?
No, he does when he has to explain himself.
Oh.
He's got to, talk loud.
This conversation picked up heavy last week when we talked about when to let your partner know that you want some busy time. You want action. So,
What do you mean? What do you have to send them a letter? What do you mean?
Well,
let them know.
This is why so many people get divorced because they don't just want to say, "Hey, I want to have some, I want to do something here."
What do they do?
So this woman lights a candle at 7 o'clock in her bedroom, and then that's when the husband goes in there. He knows, oh, she wants some. So now I don't have to worry. It's not awkward anymore.
They have a sex candle?
It's like the bat signal.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
I feel like you can just say it. You don't have to go buy a candle.
But some people don't say these things. That's the problem.
Like ring a bell in the house? This is weird.
Wear one of those
Do
bells.
you say it, or do you have to light something?
Well, Harper was born with immaculate conception. We don't have sex. That's only because her parents listen to the show. And I'm still, as a grown-ass man, embarrassed to say that in front of my in-laws.
Well, what do you mean? They're listening right this second?
They listen all the time in Philly, and then if I ever not show up for work one day, it's because I'm in the Chicago River.
Okay, so then what we should talk about is how when you did hook up with Megan, you held her upside down afterwards to get her pregnant. Remember that?
That was a listener's advice, by the way.
Yeah.
And it worked.
I hope they're listening.
Yeah, I mean,
That's impact right there.
Your poor daughter, after just getting railed by Brian, then had to get held
I
upside
told you
down.
it was immaculate reception.
That's such
Oh
a
no! Wait,
reception.
wait! It wasn't.
What?
Oh no! I said immaculate reception. It was immaculate
You
conception.
get cell phone service when it happened.
So you don't need to do this with your mans.
No, I don't need to light a candle.
See, that's the problem. Well, you guys are fresh married. In fact, it was your 1 year anniversary, right?
On the 8th.
coming
next
up.
Monday.
Okay,
Yeah,
next
next
Monday.
Monday is
1 year married.
1 year married.
How about that?
You got married like a year before me. What do you mean that we're freshly married?
I got like 3 years coming up in 3 months.
Yeah, so that's pretty fresh.
It's still fresh.
Yeah.
Everything's still good.
Do you guys not have sex anymore?
Is this a cry for
Let's
help?
talk about that.
No, we're not going to. We have tons. I mean, no, my in-laws supposed to. We don't do it at all.
I don't understand. Do you have to light a candle case to tell?
No,
what
we
happens?
talked last week about how when my girl wants to do it, she eats a lot beforehand. We'll like eat a big dinner.
What?
And then she's like, I'm ready to go, and I'm like, well, I'm not. I need
Like
to
she has to
digest.
carb a lot?
Yeah, it's like she's running a marathon, literally.
Yeah.
Well, that says a lot about you. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, my man.
Hey.
I think it's a lot about her having to just like I've got to comfort myself because I have to have sex with Case. That's why she's eating so much beforehand.
Oh my God.
That was so mean.
I took that way different.
Thank you, Kenzie.
We got my man Fernando here who came in here and for the game day. You going to the game?
Yes, I am.
And where are you sitting?
I'm on the rooftop, actually.
Oh hell yeah! Right on. Now, Fernando, you are married.
I am.
And what do you have to do a signal like this when you want to get busy or she wants to?
Yes. Her own signal is I go to bed really late. So for her, it's I'll get a random text message because usually she's asleep when I get upstairs, and she'll say, "Aren't you tired? Don't you want to go to bed early?" And I know what she means.
Oh, my man.
Yeah. And mine is like when we're in bed, we really don't cuddle. So when I try to cuddle, she's like, "I know." I know. So yeah.
I like how you still get booty called just because you're downstairs.
Yeah.
Like you know you're married.
Oh, I'm watching a show and then I'll get that text and I'm like, yep, looks like I'm going to bed.
Yep, the text booty call from 40 feet away.
Yeah, it works. I mean, so.
Did it work last night?
No, I kind of went a little bit early to bed because she knew I was coming out here.
Yeah,
but
she
no.
went to bed early last night. This broadcast is incredibly early.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, Fernando. Enjoy the game today. Thank you. Make noise for Fernando. And we come back, we'll get to sports and the major concert announcement coming up here right on Q101. We'll have tickets for that as well, live from Almost Home Tavern and Grill. Come on by, Clark and Grace, for Cubs home opener.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.